Welcome to the video. The gang is all here. Yes, the gang is all here, but we have jewelry carnage that happened, and I got to get y'all updated. Y'all remember I had like 4 more bags left from the local thrift, and it had been pretty sad. Somehow we had gotten us some sterling out of there. Well, last night this was the only thing decent, and this is a little sterling 925 ring. Hearts and crosses or something, and it's just misshapen, but it's okay. It's a pinky ring. But the footage was lost. My friend with the phone thought it uploaded. I don't know. Long story short, I got it this morning. It wasn't on there. So, and then she had deleted it thinking it was loaded. But I got to thinking it really doesn't matter because it was the worst bag of jewelry in a long time. And you know, that's just the way this ball bounces. They didn't put any bags together all summer. So I don't know what's going on, but what's going on, I've opened all 4 of the remaining bags. And it's a lot of single earrings with the post removed. Like, they're not going to want you to wear this as an earring. You can't buy their jewelry bag to wear jewelry. You got to buy their earrings. Well, they can just take their jewelry bags, and in Germany they can put it where the pepper ripens, which is a very hot place. Let's just put it that way. And you know, I'm just not going to be played a fool. And it's not personal. I don't know what happened. They had somebody different. The bosses are taking the good stuff, and they have all the gold and silver out front though for sale. So, you know, I don't know what happened. Here, as you can tell, we got a smashed ring. We got single earring, and that I mean, I can't complain about that, but $70 for those bags, and that's just not worth it right there for the other stuff that's in there. No gemstones. Today, you know, when I went through the 4 bags today, we got a little amethyst on this Africa bracelet necklace. The amethyst bead is nice. We got a little Disney, I think it's Edward Scissorhands bracelet. So I don't want to be negative, but this is just one of those times where I'm going to now look at the bag and walk away if it looks like they did. And I knew they looked bad, but in the past, even when they looked bad, they had stuff in there. They weren't snipping off all of the earring posts and stuff like that. So a couple things that are somewhat interesting. We've got a spur. I just like spurs. Livy and I put out about 22 rocks today. Y'all saw some of them. The wagon and the campfire. That all went out today. The Western theme. And people getting them, but they don't post to Facebook. But that's okay. I know that they're bringing smiles, and I enjoy doing it. 925, there's that company that we were talking about. Shoe clips. I don't know what year this is. It looks kind of 80s maybe. But then I had this one, and I don't know what I did with it. It could have gone in the jars. See, I'm putting stuff in jars like this because it's so bad. This stuff is so bad, I can't even make junk jewelry lots out of it for eBay. You know, it may look okay in the jar, but it's just dirty and bad and terrible. And, you know, somebody will be happy. But that might be where this other one is. But, so here's the shoe clips. You know, and nobody wants these anymore as far as I know. But there's proof that, yep, they're making those still. And this is semi-interesting, but banged up and plastic. And then this one, 1995, but dirty and bent. There's no cleaning up the material. It's just gone. So these are just the semi-interesting ones that were out of 4 bags, and it's a disaster, you know. I'm just telling y'all, but I don't know who these companies are, but it has that cloth through it that I do not like. So that'll be going in there. This is that Charming Charlie? This is decent. That really is decent. This is cute. It's a what do you call it? Little balloon thing you get in. Hot air balloon. This is decent. It'll go in my Southwest lot, which I don't even know where it is. It's somewhere. I'll give y'all an update on, you know, I have not listed too much, and somebody asked, and I did list that pin. I listed the pin and put it on for over $400 because the pin itself and that little tablet and little leather folder thing, that thing's worth $150. So anyway, this is something somewhat decent. I don't think I've heard of this company before. So we got that. And it's just a vintage Louisiana, nothing to it. It's not sterling or anything, it's just a little spoon. Just showing y'all some of the things that were not just complete trash. But they're just worn Chicos. Now maybe they just are gleaning every single piece because they're little, you know, maybe they're just doing good business, which is what my favorite city on Shop Goodwill is doing, is they're starting to really pick through and take time to pick their stuff and list every piece, you know, on that they can get money for. Because this little local thrift store for the women's shelter for abused women helps them and their kids. They do have their shelves full of just every little piece. So but they used to put some decent stuff in these bags, and I think they revisited it. Something happened. But that's fine. Somebody else can buy them because I'm not going to be doing it anymore if it's just worthless. I don't know what this says. And I'm not trying to be a downer or anything. I'm just letting y'all know where things stand right now. And I quit buying from the other 2 places in town because it was just a waste of money. Now this one's decent. That's some really decent beads on here. That's a real stone. And like this might be turquoise on here. I'm not sure. This one. So that's decent. That's where we're at with that. I didn't even go to the dumpster today. I because I just couldn't face dealing with either one of those guys. If the bike guy that's a felon is there, I leave immediately, because he's dangerous. He's had people stabbed at his house before. So yeah, it's not just that he's a felon for drugs, it's that he's dangerous. He's a nut. And then my competition, I get tired of what comes out of his mouth. So I was there yesterday, didn't find much. Did find this. See what y'all think about this. I just washed it so it has some drops of water on it. Pretty neat little sculpture. I like the gold toning on it. I'm not sure exactly if it's a planter. You hang this up and it's a vase. It's broken right there, but that was not done on purpose. And so I like that. I just didn't even go back today. We got some rain and I didn't feel like going out into the effort of doing that. That's just where I'm at. I'm just not, I don't know. Some things are changing, so I just want y'all to know that Aunt Barry, though, she's still watching the Goodwill. The city I like, they started, they put in like 15 things all of a sudden, and the backing is different, so I do think somebody different got hired. But we're not throwing the towel in on them yet. We're still making some bids, but they pulled sterling lots out, and they pulled gold lots out. And so I went ahead and bid on the sterling lots. If they don't go for a bunch, I'm going to go ahead and get, it's just a few. They took like 25 pictures of like 4 little pendants, and not even turquoise pendant. But there is a little turquoise cross. So now I don't know how much Aunt Barry put in there, but so we may, if we get them, we're gonna have them separate, and we won't be treasure hunting. But touching tomorrow, Lord, I always wanted to sing a song in such a way that the words would reach inside and melt even a heart of stone. Better would be to write that song, bringing melody and words together to tell of your matchless love and grace. My wish has always been to leave something here for someone else to find. A bit of hope, a word of faith, leading them to you. I've learned one way to touch the future is through my precious sons. Each seed we sow is spreading roots in coming generations. And for the footage we lost, I'm going to read it. Even these, God made dandelions for mothers. I heard an ad that promised to kill all the dandelions in my yard, guaranteed. I'm not sure I want that. What other flowers grow just right for tiny hands to pick them? Bright, pretty blossoms with no thorns to prick those precious little fingers. They make lopsided crowns for downy heads, or bouquets of love just for mommy. My sons have outgrown those dandelion gifts, but my heart still remembers. And that was yesterday, so I wanted to read it. I was reading somewhere that dandelions were like cultivated in yards in the Victorian times, because you can use every part of the flower. I think the roots were dried and used for like a coffee substitute or tea. I think you can make wine with the flowers, and the greens are supposed to be good for you. Probably not eating too much of them, but some of them I think carry some good minerals, and I'm not sure. I'm sure they have some medicinal qualities. So that's where we're at. I'm upbeat, but we're not going to be counting on, that door may have closed on us, because I'm not doing that again. I'm not getting junk that's not worth y'all looking at. I don't mind paying for it if there was something worth looking at. It doesn't have to be gold and silver, just something nice, but when they won't even let you have an earring with a post on it, and y'all can just let somebody else have them. you know, and hear other people complaining, because not going to be me. All right, well, I hope you'll have a great night. What are we, Tuesday? Tomorrow's hump day. So everybody have a great day getting over the hump. And I do have a box. I don't know if we're going to go through it or not together, because I went through it from the shop Goodwill when I was trying to see, you know, we bought the brooches and the pins. And out of all this was $21, and shipping was $16. There was a one sterling, which we'll look at in a minute. It was beautiful. Everything else, you know, there's some decent vintage. I can't remember because it's been a couple weeks on this one. And I didn't film it because, I don't know, I couldn't get the phone, something. Mostly just pins like that. But there's a couple of nice brooches. I like these. Painted brooches. That's nice. But not super nice brooches. I don't even know if there's any name brand in there. You know? They've really been... That's why they weren't listing for a while, because they had to go through and sort their stuff, which is a good business move, but you know, if we don't have anything else to look at, we can look at this, because at least it's pretty and interesting. This one, never did find that. I do believe it's Sarah Coventry. Oh, that reminds me, I need to do my eBay update for y'all. Yeah, that was a shame not to find that one, because that's a pretty brooch. But y'all remember the dumpster dresses? Two of them had, well, one of them was a Tory Burch. Two of them were Tory Burch. One did not have a tag. It sold for $78, what I asked. The other one had like a $430 price tag on it still. Thin little dress and kind of a petite size. And I started out asking $242 on it. That ran for a week, so I reran it, and I got realistic to $88 free shipping. And I had a lady today, last couple days, been messaging me, you know, I want to buy it now. Can you ship it today? And so I sent it off today. She paid $88 when I revised to a buy it now, and cost me $8 to ship, so for something free out of the dumpster. And it was clean. Okay, this was a thrift store. I don't know why. Oh, they did move downtown. So I think they were getting rid of stuff, and I don't know. They must have been like, we're not. You know, when you're starting over and you just see bags of stuff, you're just like, this is going, you know, we're not taking this with us. So I think that's what happened, because they're not there anymore. And so that lady's going to get that, and she got a little free necklace, because everybody gets a free little necklace or whatever. I listed that pin, like I said. I don't know. I've got the iPad. I can't, you know, I need to take pictures of like the number, because it's a limited edition, and they all have a number etched as to which one out of however many thousand that were made. I forget. 75th anniversary. Some deal like that. But it's on. So I've had some sales. I've had some sales on Etsy. I had a lady, I don't know if she's watching this or not. She didn't mention YouTube, but she had bought a Sarah Coventry and Premier Designs bracelets that were together. And that was just when I found that other Sarah Coventry little bracelet. And so that was her free gift. And that's what she was buying that lot of two for, was the Sarah Coventry. So she got the other one as a thank you, and she said she didn't have either one of them in her collection. So stuff like that makes me happy. You know, I have so much jewelry. Everybody gets something free when they get something from me. So here we have this. Now this was the one thing out of that lot that was precious metal. sterling. It's antique, maybe not Victorian, because that doesn't go beyond, like, I think you're supposed to look for the needle to go way out here to be Victorian. But it's heavy. It's well made. I really like it. I'm not cleaning it. I like that patina. Um, he's carrying a little torch, which is interesting. I call him a Cupid, but I don't know. The torch is different. It reminds me of like a New Year's baby or something. So that's that, and I was happy that that one was in there, but yeah, they're definitely sorting their stuff. So Aunt Barry's keeping an eye on everything for us, and then we've got Loretta's Lucky Egg to help Billy Bob. And we just want to start, putting things on that are just not miserable to watch me go through. So you see Sheila, she's doing just fine. Yep, Sheila, and this was a ring she got out of that group today. Little double cross. No markings. Maybe this tiger thing as well. I'm not sure if this one was on the lost footage. That's pretty, isn't it? But that one's missing, that stone. And it's a stretchy. The rest are just like, literally like from the candy store, like from the little machines and stuff. Alrighty, we'll see y'all next time. Enjoyed visiting with y'all, giving y'all the update, and just letting you know that the videos may be a little bit slower, especially I have to start working Thursday and Friday. I go back with a few spotty days in between if not, but then I go back full time August 8th. But we're still enjoying the jewelry and all, and I'll just keep an eye if the thrift store, I'll go in every day because sometimes they put out, like I've bought sterling plates there before for $3 a plate, and I'm just gonna breeze through every day. But I will look more closely and not just be like, yeah, I'll take them all, because for some reason these just were not what they should be. Y'all have a great evening and a happy hump day.